Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Snapshot Sacramento this week at the theater. Give me a moment because I am messing with my sound levels. I've got some things going on in the background here that I'm not quite sure what's happening. So let me make sure that I don't have overlapping musics and interesting things going on. I think I've sorted it out now. I am my own tech person right now, so that's what's happening. And I hear music. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Snapshots. And I've got the delay. So, yeah, I'm checking it myself. So, don't mind me trying to make sure that I've got everything right here before I get started. Welcome to our last week of March. We're rapidly knocking out the first quarter of this year. If you're new to joining us on Tuesday nights, welcome. We are Sarda Theaters. When you're looking for us on Facebook, or when you're looking for us on YouTube, or when you're looking for us here on Twitch, we're Sarda Theaters. This is brought to you by the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance. We are Sarda, and we're so happy that we can keep bringing you this updated information on what's going on in our theater communities over the next week or so. We've got a lot of things happening. The summer season is actually ramping up. I know it seems a little early to be thinking about summer, but we are, because it's coming. We are in the wonderful throes of spring. If you're anywhere here in our Northern California area that we're based out of, we're wet. It's raining. And that's okay because it hasn't rained for a really long time. So we will take all the water. We will enjoy that and we will not complain because we're going to want that later on. I remember what last summer was like, and whew, it got warm. So having a nice bit of water to get into is going to be really wonderful later. So hope you're all faring well out there in our spring showers that are going to bring all of our May flowers eventually. So let's get started. We've got a fair few things to talk about today. Again, visit our website if you want to chat with us. Leave us any information about your theater, your company, your upcoming performances, your upcoming auditions, any of that thing. You can leave that with us. We will put it into our community calendar. You can upload your information yourself and it'll be wonderful. Okay? All right. Let's get started. We do have some special events and announcements. I've kind of expanded this page because we have a few more things to share with you this time. We've got some special events happening. We've got some really cool announcements. And the first one, I'm just going to read from some of their information because Placer Repertory Theater has launched a new program. They have got a new Visual and Performing Arts Academy opening up in Colfax. So our reach as Sarda goes a long way. Colfax, Volcano, down to Stockton, all around. If you took Sacramento as the middle and did a 70-mile radius around us, those are the theaters that we talk about. So they're from all over the place. So they share with us, due in no small part to the scholastic vision and creativity of Superintendent Andrew Giannini and the Colfax Elementary School District, Placer Rep is excited to announce the establishment of the Placer Repertory Theater VPA Academy of Colfax. It's a pilot program developed for grades K through 8. So this is for our youngest little thespians to get them started on stage. I think it'll be wonderful. The Visual and Performing Arts Academy program is going to employ visual performing arts as a foundation from which applied arts, language, social sciences, and STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, may be integrated and explored through non-traditional, thematic, and experiential curriculum and activities outside of the regular academic school day to address students' social, emotional, physical, and mental development. Theater in itself is such an expressive space to be in, and you can teach so much. You can have practical applications of so many things through theater arts. And you may be thinking, well, what kind of science and math are they learning? Well, have you ever built a set? Do you know how to measure wood and plan fabric for costumes and backdrops and all of those kinds of things? There's a number of different practical applications for all the different disciplines that are cognitive, stimulation, and young people are working together to build these collaborative theater communities. It should be wonderful. So I'm so excited for Placer Repertory and the folks up in Colfax and the children up in Colfax who are going to be benefiting from this new program. Congratulations, Placer Repertory Theater Company and the Visual and Performing Arts Academy in Colfax. We've got an event this weekend. Hey, if you're looking for a really cool fundraiser, the Friends of Fulton and El Camino Park and Rec District are raising money for their summer children's programs by throwing a 1970s dance party fundraiser. It's happening this Friday night and this Saturday night. So if you want to get in there and remember some of your wonderful disco days or just be a part of it, the doors are going to open at 7 o'clock and tickets are $25. They're encouraging people to dress accordingly, so wear your costumes. There's going to be, I think, a costume contest and things like that. So please go and help them raise money for this very worthy cause for the children's programs at the Fulton El Camino Parks and Rec District. Now I've got a job announcement. That's why I said I had announcements too. There's a part-time office assistant position from Sutter Street Theater Company up in Folsom. So if you would like to hear more about that, please contact Sutter Street Theater Company if you're looking for a part-time job. And they need a office assistant. If you've got that skill set, they'll put you to good use, okay? One of the things we don't talk about often enough, and in community theater, this is a really big deal. Understand that people who do community theater basically are all kind of volunteers. Nobody's really getting paid, or if you do get paid, it's a small stipend. So volunteer help, all the hands that you can possibly get in there are wonderful to have. And we've got one of our theater companies asking for volunteers because there's always room for people to do everything from helping take tickets to doing concessions to doing ushering in some of the different places. This one is for Celebration Arts. They need some volunteers and they're looking for possibly you to come and help them at their theater. So they need ushers, stage managers. Any of you who have done this before, dust off your stage manager aprons and get in there. They need box office staff. It's always nice to have someone you can rely on to be in the front of the house while everyone else is running around in the back of the house trying to get the show ready. They need folks who can do light and sound tech jobs. Those are those ones that nobody really sees out front, but you know the impact of it. When the show is amazing and the sound cues are right and the lighting cues are on point, those are those wonderful tech people who are in the back. So if you've got some of those talents and you'd like to volunteer, Celebration Arts could use some helping hands. So get in touch with them, okay? And volunteer. Get in touch with any of your local community theaters and volunteer. Well, it's about time to get those resumes and headshots ready because we're going to talk about some auditions, and my audition list got a lot longer this week. So let's take a look. First, we've got a comedy classic. If you've never seen it, you need to see it. Read the book, see one of the old movies because it's been done a couple times as a movie. Arsenic and Old Lace is being put on by Chautauqua Playhouse out on Ingle Road. They're going to have auditions on Monday, April 3rd and Tuesday, April 4th at 7 p.m. So next week, early part of next week, I know, April is right around the corner. Go out there and get your space so you can audition for Arsenic and Old Lace. Sutter Street Theater is holding two different auditions. The first one I'm going to share with you is for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. I saw this show years ago, and it's so fun. It's heartwarming. It's wonderful. We all love the Peanuts characters. If you'd like to audition for this production, they're holding auditions on April 22nd. So I'll be bringing this back around again. I'll keep it here until, the audition time passes. April 22nd, that's a Saturday at 10 a.m. They're going to do auditions for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown at Sutter Street Theater. Also auditioning at Sutter Street Theater on Sunday, April 1st, that's this weekend, at 7 o'clock, they're going to hold auditions for Cabaret. And Cabaret, I don't think I need to tell you about that one. If you are anyone who does theater and you don't know what Cabaret is, shame on you. Or where have you been? I don't know. But Cabaret is an amazing show. Again, there's a movie you can watch. You can go see someone else's production because at least once a year this one comes around. It's always so much fun. It's got amazing music. It's got great dancing and singing. It's a powerful story. So Sutter Street Theater is holding auditions for Cabaret also. Looking for one more actor. They need one more person for Main Street Theater Works. This is in the play A Red Plaid Shirt. They're going to put on the show at the Kennedy Mine Amphitheater in Jackson, but the rehearsals are being held down here in Sacramento at the 25th and R Street complex downtown. Now, if you do audition for this play, because you would have to be going up to Jackson, they are offering a gas stipend to folks. So the auditions are going to be on Monday, this coming Monday, the 3rd, between 6:30 and 8:30 p.m. at the Wilkerson Stage at the 25th and R Street complex. That's the medium-sized theater. They have a little bitty theater, they have a medium-sized theater, and they have a really big theater over there. So, again, if you're interested, please contact Julie Anchor for your time slot. And her email is julieanchor@yahoo.com. Auditions are going to be cold reads from the selected sides of the script, and bring a headshot and resume. Save the dates for auditions for Sweeney Todd. That's coming at the end of the month. Directed by Steve Isaacson, and this is going to be being put on by the Davis Musical Theater Company, DMTC. So auditions for this will be Sunday, April 30th, and I'm going to bring it back again. Or on Monday, May 1st. I know I'm telling you this really early, but they start releasing these really early. So you're going to hear me talk about it each week. So put it in your calendar. If you'd like to be a part of Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, you can audition for that at Davis Musical Theater Company, DMTC, on Sunday, April 30th or Monday, May 1st. Another audition notice, someone else is putting out, this is for Cabaret again. I put it in twice, it was so good. This is at Sutter Street Theater Company also. Cabaret is going to be Sunday, April 2nd at 7 o'clock. They're going to do cold readings again. If you are going to dance during the audition, please come prepared to do that. Wear the right shoes, wear the right clothes to move in. The role of the MC is already precast and all the other roles are open. So this show is going to run from May 26th to June 25th. So they're getting in there early to get it all sorted out. Go audition for Cabaret. It'll be wonderful. Also auditions, and that's this Thursday, so in 2 days on March 30th, and tomorrow and Thursday, March 29th and 30th at 7 o'clock in the evening, Winters Theater Company is auditioning for Tony and Tina's Wedding. And you know what? They need a lot of people. They ask for, 15 males and 11 females. So it's a big cast. So you have a good chance. The auditions are being held at the Green River Brewing and Tap Room on Puda Creek in Winters, California. Again, 15 males and 11 females, age range from 20 to 70. So there's a lot of room for you to audition for this show. Tony and Tina's Wedding should be a lot of fun. Well, that's the auditions right now. So let's take a look at what's playing currently in town. We had a lot of things closed this last weekend, but we still have a fair few items that are playing. Still playing over at B Street Theater Company is Ms. Holmes and Ms. Watson, Apartment 2B. They're playing through April 16th, and I've been hearing great things about this show. If you're an aficionado of Sherlock Holmes at all, you would probably enjoy this. They've done so many permutations of this story. It's great. Another one that's a very heavy subject to sit through, but I think very poignant in our time right now, pardon me, is called Heroes of the Fourth Turning. This is at Capitol Stage. It's playing also through April 16th. I'm going to pause for a moment and I'll be right back because all of a sudden I have the tickly throat. All right. Pardon me. Be right back. Sorry, friends. That'll teach me not to keep my handy dandy water bottle next to me. I got myself a new one the last over spring break because I had a chance to go away for a while. So I got a new water bottle and I actually do love it. So I'm going to keep it right here because, dry tickly throat. Now, I was talking about Heroes of the Fourth Turning. This is an intense story because the synopsis reads, days after the white supremacist riot in Charlottesville, four old friends gather for a reunion at their conservative Catholic alma mater in Wyoming. And as the party stretches late into the night, they grapple with their beliefs and their place in the world. The reunion becomes less a celebration than a vicious fight that spirals into clashing politics and spiritual chaos on a chilly night in the middle of America. Will Aubrey's written a haunting play that offers grace and disarming clarity, speaking to the heart of a country at war with itself. And I don't know how politically leaning you are or whether you're paying attention, but we need to pay attention because this is right up what's going on right now. Heroes of the Fourth Turning. This is playing through April 16th, and it was a 2020 Pulitzer Prize finalist. So, some fine theater here. Another wonderful piece of theater, all these history pieces. This one's a little further back, though, because this is The Crucible. Sierra College Theater Arts Department is presenting its performances of The Crucible, and they're playing through April 16th. So you've still got a lot of time to go ahead and get your tickets for this. If you are a student, you can get a ticket for $7. So that's a good deal either way, because most of the time, theater tickets are 15 to 25. So what a wonderful deal for great, great theater. The Crucible at Sierra College Theater Arts Department. This is the final weekend for Murder on the Orient Express, one of Agatha Christie's classics. This is an adaptation by Ken Ludwig, directed by Connie Mockenhaupt, and presented at the Sutter Street Theater Company. This is the final weekend for it. It's closing on April 2nd, so Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30, and then there'll be a Sunday matinee at 4:30. This is also the final weekend for Heathers, the Musical High School Edition. I know, this should be great fun. It's kind of funny. It says it's a heartfelt and homicidal new show based on the greatest teen comedy of all time. Heartfelt and homicidal usually don't go together in the same sentence, so it ought to be just great. So get your tickets for the Heathers, also playing at Sutter Street Theater. Another final weekend notice for Disney's The Lion King Jr. at Davis Musical Theater Company. This is a production by their Young Performers Theater, and it's at the Gene Henderson Performing Arts Center on Penna Drive in Davis. This, again, is the final weekend, so if you want to go see The Lion King, go check it out at DMTC. Another final weekend. See, so many things happen and then they're just gone. Sierra Stages is offering its last weekend of its production called The Moors. This is a dark comedy about love and desperation and power. And in this modern twist on a classic Gothic romance, two sisters and a melancholy mastiff who live out their lives on the bleak English moors. This is playing on Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30 and again on Sundays at 2 o'clock at the Nevada Theater. Sierra Stages is presenting The Moors. Well, that's what's going on right now. Wait until you see what we have coming soon, because there's quite a few items that are coming up pretty quickly now. Green Room Confidential is going to be opening on April 21st and playing through May 7th. This is being put on at the Unitarian Universalist Society of Sacramento and Theater One. Green Room Confidential, Unvarnished Tales of Women in Theater. Get your tickets for that because it's coming soon. Hand to God opens this weekend. As a matter of fact, this starts on Friday, Hand to God, and runs through April 30th. This is at R25 Theater Group, and it's their inaugural season for this. And I already looked at it and said, the last time this came around, I missed it. I have to go and see it this time. It's supposed to be absolutely hysterical, and let's face it, it has sock puppets. Come on, you know it's going to be funny. Hand to God is touted to be an unholy comedy featuring a foul-mouthed puppet, and its first offering to the newly minted 25th and R Theater Group. It's a dark comedy, and it's playing March 31st through April 30th, with Friday and Saturday performances at 7 and Sunday matinees at 2 o'clock in Midtown Sacramento at California Stage. Tickets are only $20. It sounds like it's going to be a wonderful evening of comedy. Go see Hand to God starting this Friday. You can go see it this weekend. Sacramento City Theater College is bringing Ben Jonson's popular comedy, The Alchemist, to the stage. It's an adaptation, and the production opens on Friday, April 28th, and will be playing through May 13th. So you've got time. This is probably going to be, those dates I'm thinking are going to be their last production for the school year, because remember, this is a college cast that they're working with. So this is on campus at Sacramento City College in their Black Box Theater. It'll be lovely. It's the Art Court Theater. If you've never been to that theater, it's a marvelous theater. I've actually done plays in that theater, so it's great space. Tickets are $18 for just general admission and $15 for seniors and SARTA members. So if you're a SARTA member, you can get a discount. Veterans and military personnel also get the discounts. And if you're a student, it's only $10. Come on, we give you some student prices. Such a deal. Oh my goodness, if you haven't seen Young Frankenstein, you really, really need to go and see it. Woodland Opera House is doing this one. It's always hysterical. It's going to open on April 14th and play through May 7th, again at the Woodland Opera House on 2nd Street in Woodland. Mel Brooks's classic at this point, Young Frankenstein, should be wonderful. Get your tickets early. Another great comedy, this time it's by Neil Simon, is Prisoner of Second Avenue. This is going to be playing at one of the wonderful theaters up in Volcano. They probably still got some snow on the ground up there in Volcano because it's up in the mountains a little bit, and it's going to be at their Cobblestone Theater. It's going to start on April 7th, so this opens in another week. And it's going to run through May 14th. And it'll be Fridays and Saturday evenings at 7:30. I've noticed that a lot of the theaters are moving up their start times to 7:30 or 7 o'clock instead of the standard 8 o'clock. I guess we want to go to bed earlier. I know I do. It's like 9:30 is my bedtime. So it's getting late. But it's great. You can get out and see some theater early in the evening. So get your tickets, volcanotheater.net. Don't forget they're having all sorts of events, including a Mother's Day brunch that they're advertising too. So this might be a really nice thing to take your mom to, a really great Neil Simon comedy, Prisoner of Second Avenue. For those of you who are with us tonight, if you are new to Twitch, please hit the follow button and say hello. We would love to say hi to you in real time and thank you for following us here and let you know that we're here every Tuesday night to share with you what's coming up. Another item that's coming up soon to Chautauqua Playhouse is Sylvia. This is opening on May 14th and will be, April 14th, and will be playing through May 14th. So, yes, it's about a dog. It says it's a street smart mixture of a lab and a poodle. Sylvia becomes a major bone of contention between husband and wife. So, this should be a great family comedy. Go see Sylvia at Chautauqua Playhouse starting on April 14th. Chautauqua Playhouse will also be presenting another classic play, Wind in the Willows. It's a story of the from the pen of Kenneth Graham. Join Ratty and Badger and Mole and all the other inhabitants of the river as they go off on an adventure after adventure, trying to keep Mr. Toad from his reckless ways. If you've ever read some of these books, they're wonderful. Mr. Toad, well, that's what Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is based on if you've been to Disneyland. Wind in the Willows. Go and get your tickets for this one, also at Chautauqua Playhouse. Celebration Arts presents another outstanding show. This one's directed by Imani Mitchell, and the title is What to Send Up When It Goes Down. It's by Alicia Harris, and this one will open April 7th, so in another week, and play through April 30th. It's a play, a pageant, a ritual homegoing celebration in response to the physical and spiritual deaths of Black people as a result of racialized violence. And this has been the season of change for Celebration Arts. They have really been putting on programs that are poignant, much like Heroes of the Fourth Rising and what was the other one? Oh, the Scottsboro Boys was the ones they did for Black History Month. Those have been amazing, thought-provoking, poignant shows. Sometimes theater needs to put real life in perspective for us, kind of sometimes in our faces, to give us more to think about. And this is another one of those that is going to do that. So if you want another good evening of thought-provoking theater, What to Send Up When It Goes Down by Alicia Harris might be for you at Celebration Arts Theater. Award-winning playwright Victoria Goldblatt has written and produced Voices, which is 6 short plays in search of one's authentic self. They describe it as a journey of discovery and joys and sorrows and triumphs, and talking about the issues of today. I like all these current events playwrights, these people who are moved by what's happening in our world today, to say something, to make a statement, to bring these things to life, to humanize our experiences. I mean, let's face it, we get a little lost sometimes in who we are and what we're doing. And theater can humanize the rest of the world for us. So Voices, this is going to start on April 14th and run through April 23rd. At Roseville Theater Arts Academy, which is a young, one of our wonderful premier young people's theater arts stages, we're going to have several different things coming up, starting with Finding Nemo Jr. In May. This is directed by Colt Colton Archie and choreographed by Tavika Vaughn. It's going to be Finding Nemo Jr. starting on Saturday, May 13th at 7 o'clock at the Roseville Theater Arts Academy on Vernon Street in Roseville. They put on amazing shows. They just closed SpongeBob the musical, which was, from what I heard, really, really good. Roseville Theater Arts Academy is also going to be doing Sean Rooster and the Missing Magical Fiddlestick. This one will open April 22nd and play through April 30th, also at the Roseville Theater Arts Academy. The part of their young people's performances. And, the really cool thing about seeing children's theater is you see the wee bitty ones up on stage as young as 3 and 4 years old, doing their thing and having their moment in the spotlight. And it's so good. It does so much for a young person's self-concept, self-esteem, self-awareness, to be able to get out and express themselves and act and go outside of themselves. I mean, it does that for us older actors too. So this will be a wonderful experience for you and everyone in the family. Get everyone together and go see Sean Rooster and the Magical Missing Fiddlestick. Anybody like the music of Neil Sedaka? You know who he is. You've heard his music. Well, they were putting together a retrospective with his music called Breaking Up is Hard to Do. This is going to be produced by the Lincoln Theater Company, and it's going to open on April 28th and run through May 14th. So if you want to go and sing along, because you're going to, because you'll recognize these songs, go see Breaking Up is Hard to Do, featuring the songs of Neil Sedaka at Lincoln Theater Company. Well, that was a lot. I told you there were quite a few things coming up. If I didn't get to yours, maybe it's because we don't know about it. So please let us publicize your program or your theater. Contact us. You can go to our website at sarda.com. If you go to the section for shows and auditions, you can type in your information right there, and we will upload it to the community calendar. So it'll be there for everybody to see. And then you can just say it's on the SARDA website, and people can go there and take a look and get the information for your shows and any links to what you're doing. We want to help you publicize what's happening out there. Community theater is blossoming again. Many of them without masks now. So if you were waiting till you felt like you were safe to go back to the theater, I think we're there. So get back out there and let us know what you're doing so we can tell everyone else. If you are here with us on Twitch, please click the follow button here, little heart, and follow us. You will get a notification every Tuesday when we fire it up and get ready to tell you what's on the spotlight in Sacramento at This Week at the Theater. You can also follow us on Facebook. We're constantly posting updates and notices and things that people are sharing there. We also have a YouTube page. When we make these productions like this, we always archive them in YouTube so you can go back and look at them later. Sarda Theaters is what you're looking for in both Facebook and on YouTube, to be able to follow us, and you can check out all the things that are going on. I hope you will follow us. And every week I always tell people too, I hope if we see each other out there, you'll say hello, because I hope to see you at the theater. I know it's impolite to point, but I do hope to see you at the theater. Okay, have a great week. Stay dry out there, y'all. Take care.